Welcome back. So the theme of this video will be how to embellish something like these closed forms. I have these two parts. I turned these maybe a year ago, something like that, and I put it on a shelf, and they were sitting there and never actually got around them to finish it. So but both of these are pear, and pear can be sometimes quite dull wood, particularly this one. Once the oil gets on, it will liven up a bit, but I want to embellish it. So I reached out to Old Fashioned Milk Paint Company in UK. I spoke with Carolyn there, and really nice lady, and we agreed on so they would send me a few of their milk paint samples. This is Federal Blue, Barn Red, Lemon Drop, Pitch Black, and Oyster. I didn't go with full-on white because I think Oyster looks better. And this is something that I want to try. This is from Sweet Pickings Tung Oil Blend. It's food safe. Blend means it has a citrus solvent in it, so it's from orange peel solvent, so everything is natural, and it's quite a bit thinner than your regular tung oil, and that's what makes it dry faster, and it actually penetrates the wood quite deeply. So quite like this stuff, and it smells great. So now I want to finish these two lovely parts. They deserve to be finished, so I'll just clean everything up and we'll set up for the first stage. Okay, so this one is pretty much sanded on the outside, just a little bit more, and I might even sand a little bit more on the inside as well. So I still have a original foot from a rough out shape. So I reversed, just expand the jaws inside the pot, so I can drop the tenon. I just want to blend the curve as far as I can down. That should be enough. So you can see there is a lot of wobble in it, so just try to clean it as best as I can. Now on this smaller one, I really don't like this rim here. Maybe cut this inward. With this one, I'll try to go simple, and with this one we're going to complicate things, so should be interesting. Okay, so that's pot number 1 done and ready for milk paint. For this one I'm going to leave it as it is for now, because first I want to finish the inside. Okay, so what I have here, I mixed a little bit of barn red powder with warm water. It's 1:1 ratio, so it's really easy, simple. I have just a regular brush here, and I just want to apply this on the inside. And with this milk paint, the little goes a long way. It has a great coverage, so you don't need a whole lot of mixed. As you can see, I've just a little bit of on the brush. I pretty much covered the entire inside of the pot. Try to show you how that now looks. So it's plain on the outside and barn red on the inside. Hope I can. So this is now still wet. It will go matte charcoal like appearance as it dries. I have here pitch black color, but it's thinned down quite a bit, so okay, so this is how it looks on the inside. So I finished the outside of the pot of the camera. So here's the bottom as well, and this is how it looks on the inside. It's kind of hard to show, but once the oil gets on, it's going to be really nice. Now just show you this contraption. What I have here is a cone, and this is some electrical tape. So my idea is to jam this rim, inside rim, up to here, and this tape will provide a little bit of buffered zone, because this has gone slightly oval. So then I can apply the color on the outside, and I'll show you what I'm going to apply on the outside. Okay, so I have here oyster white pigment, and just going to apply it on the outside. I'll try to go thinly, so it's more of a like washed surface. This is what you can expect. So that's looking quite nice, and I'll leave it to dry a bit. So same procedure with this one as well. For this one, same treatment. I may go with multiple colors on the outside. I'll see what it looks like with just white on the outside. So see how this looks now. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I've mixed Federal Blue color pigment, and I'm not quite happy with this white on this black, so there's nothing to lose, so we can play around a bit. Okay, so I decided to go with one more paint or pigment. So this is Lemon Drop. Okay, so this had time a little bit to dry, at least for on a touch, so you can see how the colors are mixed. Now this is far from perfect. Now what I would like to do here is some 360 sandpaper, and what I'll do, like this spot where it's sort of not good looking, this I'll sand by hand, like almost to bare wood, like so, and a few more spots like that, random, like here, up on the rim here as well. Now on the rim, by logic, the edges will get worn over age, so, and I'll turn on the lathe and just lightly scuff everything smooth. Dust collection. Okay, so both of the parts are sanded on the outside, so just now the finishing touches. Now on the bottom, on the both of them, I left the bare wood, and just have to clean this one as well a little bit, so you actually know it's wood. So, with this Scotch-Brite, just clean up edges. So it's nice and smooth, and that is. So on this one, just need to clean this part a bit. And on the rim as well. So here, if I sand a little bit too much, you can see there is a combination of wood, white, and that Federal Blue color. So you can check out this one. So I left on purpose the bottom wood, so you can actually tell that it's wood, and inside it's just one single color. And what I was going with this is like, you know, with old doors and furniture, people often tend to put layer of paint on the layer of paint and so on. So you can see here the bare wood, and then the little bit of white, then the blue, then the yellow, and it sort of got its own patina, and I quite like this. And I mean, it's really silky smooth on the outside, although it looks textured, it's really smooth. And so I quite like this one. I might instead of the yellow, I should have maybe used the barn red, so it will get more of a maybe antique feel. There's not much of a antique like porcelain or ceramic pots in yellow like this, so maybe wrong choice of color, but I quite like the overall look of it. And I even more like this one. So there's a barn red inside, nice contrast, and again the bottom is wood, so I can sign it as well, nice and clear. And you can see like the trails of the brush, but quite like that texture. And again, it's nice and smooth, you can't feel those ridges, they're just like aesthetic, but you can't feel it. That's quite nice. And again, it's sort of translucent, it's not cover the grain all the way, so I quite like that. Now, as regards the durability, I have several bowls in my house that I use daily that have the outside with milk paint, and I'll show you when I oil this. I use the oil, and once that is cured, and once the paint has stopped coming off the wood, it's really durable. You can't scratch it even with your finger, and no matter how much I washed with the soap and hot water and everything, the paint stays on. So it's really durable, and that's what I really like about it. Yeah, so just apply the oil and took the final pictures. Okay, so this is the oil I'm going to use. So I already said the Tang oil blend, food safe. It's diluted with citrus solvent, so from the orange peel. So just give it a little mix. It's fully cured in around 2 weeks. So I'm going to a little soak the paper towel. You can use a rag, whatever works for you. And oil also gives a little bit more depth to the matte appearance of this milk paint, so everything like incorporates quite nicely together. I want to show you how much it darkens. So you can see on the bottom the original without the oil, and you can see how much the oil darkness, you know what I'm trying to say. So I won't bother you with wiping off the excess oil. I'll just post a picture at the end of the video how they look. And once again, thank you, Carolyn, for sending the samples. And if you're like on the market for some embellishment type that you can do, I highly recommend milk paint because it's very versatile, it's extremely durable. Thank you for watching, and yeah, there will be link down below if you want to purchase these milk paints, and highly recommend them. It's really nice to use.